let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Ellipses. It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori has been a little bit off today.
Yeah? She tell you anything?
Well, Dirk Softpeck, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Maybe. I'm trying to flirt with you, but... of course not! I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim to the currents of wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Kind of depressing.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose all meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. That's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Signing off. We're going to switch this up a little bit. We're going to go Natsuki.
Ellipsis. This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. It doesn't blow me away. But there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Gee, thanks, Natsuki. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
I think she's hinting at something.
She likes beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beaches and beaches.
Beaches and cream.
Do that little smile. You gotta protect it.
I said I think she's cute.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something nice with a nice message for once.
Way to go, Natsuki.
Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Like drowning, shark attacks,
It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the
Godzilla
beach.
coming out of it. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, It was good practice.
Let's go talk to Yuri.
Ellipsis. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Dirk Softpeck. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish.
What for?
Just... I feel like I kept trying to offer advice, when I should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style.
Didn't we already talk about this?
I probably just sounded arrogant.
Darn right.
She gets in her head.
I'm so stupid.
Yuri, that's a little...
No, you don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, but with Natsuki, Sayori. It's obvious now that nobody has fun when talking to me. And that, because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem.
Yuri buries her head into her arms on her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head.
Ellipses.
I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value.
I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility.
Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
What? What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up.
Yuri turns away from me.
You should go. Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking.
Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. You talk to Sayori.
Ellipses. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Dirk Softpeck.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Dirk Softpeck. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why?
You don't want to get...
You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori?
No. Dirk Softpeck, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady, all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Dirk Softpeck.
Lies!
It's just a little rain cloud.
More of your fiendish lies.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Oh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing of something terrible about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
Oh, no! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people.
Calm down, guys. I've talked with her earlier, and everything's fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, ellipses, Yuri, you can,
Nani?
Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! It's not like that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know?
Ellipsis?
Now, Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
I almost thought you were about to get like super intense.
I love atmosphere. Love it.
Oh! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dirk Softpack.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. it would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I would be really appreciative of that.
Ah. That's, Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members?
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
It's already been decided. Not hanging out with her. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own.
Hey, ladies. Don't go fighting all
Dirk
over me.
Softpeck may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Dirk Softpeck to...
What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dirk Softpeck to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I'm sure he's interested in...
Yes, I am.
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Dirk Softpeck, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Humph.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me.
But of course.
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay! You picked me!
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Monica, you're the one who needs the least help of all of us.
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already more suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Dirk Softpeck was the one who,
That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monica, you shouldn't let ulterior motives interfere with this decision.
No, you can definitely make
Ulterior motives?
Yes, make them interfere.
What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, it wouldn't have been made in such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute the resources.
So are you gonna do the right thing, President?
Okay. I get it. Sigh. It's technically the most logical for Dirk Softpeck to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do.
Aw.
Look at how sad she is. Do you have a preference, Dirk Softpeck?
Do you have a preference, Dirk Softpeck?
My soft pecks are speaking.
Yay! Yay, you picked me!
Alright. I don't know. Cupcakes are always delicious. I'll go help Yuri.
You're like, cupcakes are delicious. I'll help Yuri.
I'll get to eat them anyway.
You just really hate Best Girl.
Her cupcakes are already done.
Oh, they just got done arguing. I wonder if they'll argue some more if I pick Sayori. Let's do it! I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said...
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much?
No, just you.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Just think of the club, okay?
Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
No love for best girl.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell what you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying... Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Dirk Softpack?
Yep. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dirk Hardpack?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in to see how it will turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Ellipsis.
Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Dirk Softpack picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this.
Ellipses?
You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
Darn right.
I believe you. Yeah!
See, everyone's getting all along now.
I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Why my house? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Okay. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Dirk Hardpeck. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
Ellipses. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I had preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I'd gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when you're outside of school.
Oh my.
She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head.
Oh, delicious.
Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. It's about the club. It's always about the club. If it's not about the club, it's not about nothing. It's about the club. All for the club. The club.
You having a crisis?
The club. The club.
The first rule of Literature Club is don't talk about Literature Club.
Wham!
The second rule about Literature Club is you don't talk about Literature Club.
If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time.
Just go with it, Newman.
If it's your first time, you have to read your poem.
No!
God damn it!
No! I don't want to read my poem.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I need some of the medicine.
Motherfucker!
Ah! You son of a bitch!
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
I gotta get up.
And we're back.
It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Dirk Softback.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had up for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Yeah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's not good, Dirk Softpack.
Huh?
Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been even thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
She's got issues.
Don't you
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders.
Grabe.
Grabe.
Just a few short grabe.
What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you.
Are you talking about Grables?
You monster!
There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Dirk Softpack.
Darn right.
But you're wrong. Wrong and stupid. Nothing happened to me.
Lies, lies, nothing but lies.
I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Dirk Softpack? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about it? Why, Sayori?
Eh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Dirk Softpack. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet. When people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me.
Thanks, Sayori.
Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ha ha ha.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feeling at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Dirk Softpack. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Lies. Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I want to grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Dirk Softpack?
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care for you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Dirk Softpack.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Dirk Softpack.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
Ellipsis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dirk Softpack. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Like a giant bear.
Sayori lets me go.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But It's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Ah, thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you bought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it out before you came over, so
That's very considerate of you to do.
No, I would be really embarrassed for my mom to be... For my... my mom. Be embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help out with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess.
Yeah, the cupcakes.
I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room.
And this rag to put this chloroform on to snuff your existence.
I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? I want to know.
Nah, you want to know.
Oh, about this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Well, yeah. A pity, right?
It's quite
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
absolutely none. Not familiar at all.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection.
This is getting intense.
It's almost like magic.
I think it is magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. There's a switch?
It's a diffuser.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just can't plug it in or something. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
Erotic pleasure.
Oh!
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
I'm getting scared over here. It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain.
It's actually kind of cool.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Oh.
She's still bashful.
This is the first time I
Yuri
think I've heard.
Kaiser.
Yuri Kaiser.
Yuri
Yuri.
Kaiser. It's happening. It's that laugh. That laugh right there. The reminds me of the whoa of Mordekaiser.
Give her like a giant.
It vaguely
Give her
reminds
the-
me of Bowser too, from 64.
Yeah. God damn it. Now it's going to be a Photoshop war.
Alright, so you need to Photoshop her with
We'll
Mordekaiser's
have them
face
fight to the death.
in like an arena.
We'll have them fight to the death. Yuri Kaiser versus Yuri Bowser.
It's like on that Bowser battle.
King
platform.
Yuri.
King Yuri. Oh no.
Either way, they'll kill one of them.
Either way, they're going to fuck up Mario.
Yep.
Why am I having trouble even looking at the bottom of this page?
Load me.
Oh God! God.
Uh-huh.
Insert my floppy into her disk drive.
What?
What?